because as a handful of teams play in the postseason, a handful of teams look for new coaches and or general managers. The Falcons don't yet have a general manager, although it's believed it will be Terry Fontenot of the Saints once the Saints season ends. Arthur Smith of the Titans, whose season ended this past weekend, now gets a job for the first time, an NFL head coach. The son of FedEx founder Fred Smith, making his own way in the world, going from Nashville to Atlanta, Charean, as the head coach of the Falcons. Your immediate reaction to the news that Smith picked the Falcons and that the Falcons picked Smith?
Well, I think it's smart on the Falcons' part to go with an offensive coordinator, Mike, and you've made this point. And when you pick a defensive coordinator as your head coach, which the Falcons did last time in Dan Quinn, you're only as good as your offensive coordinator, and you see those guys leave. And this Falcons team, frankly, hasn't been the same since the Super Bowl. They haven't been the same since Kyle Shanahan left for San Francisco. And they've tried to duplicate that, and they haven't been able to do it. They're still going to build around Matt Ryan. And if you're going to build around Matt Ryan, he's your quarterback of the present and the future, then you have to get an offensive coordinator. So I think it was smart to go the offensive coordinator route, Mike.
Yeah, and I do too. I think if they had hired Kyle Shanahan to be the head coach the last time they hired a coach in 2015, Kyle Shanahan would still be the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
At times I feel like there needs to be a purge of everyone that was associated directly or indirectly with the 28-3 debacle against the Patriots a few years ago in the Super Bowl. Short of selling the team, though, that's not going to happen. Arthur Smith takes that job. Frankly, if I'm Arthur Smith, all due respect, Falcons, that's not the job I want. That's not the best job.
Right.
And it's not even close in this cycle. I would have wanted the Chargers job. I would have wanted the Jaguars job, although they locked on to Urban Meyer. We'll talk about that in a second. I'm just not sure that the Falcons job is the right job for me. And Arthur Smith feels like the kind of guy for whom the door will still be open next year if he had passed. And I put the Falcons squarely in the wait till next year category when I was ranking these jobs last week. If I'm Arthur Smith, I definitely don't need the money. I can wait for the right opportunity. I can think about my legacy, my chance of success, my chance of being in a place long term. And one of the concerns I have about the Falcons, all due respect, sorry, Rich McKay, but he's a former GM who's now the team president. It's a layer between me, the GM, and the owner of the organization. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't know what Rich McKay's role is going to be. My guess is Arthur Smith has gotten some representation about what it'll be, but whether that's what it ultimately is, who knows? It's all very vague and amorphous, and it makes the job less attractive. Not to mention the salary cap problems, not to mention whether you want to keep Julio Jones and or Matt Ryan. Maybe Arthur Smith has other ideas. We'll see how that goes, Charean. But it's just another job that's filled as the dominoes begin to fall. We went the full week right after the season ended with none. We added a seventh on Monday, and now we see more and more landing into place.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.